Hello, lovely people. This is a pick a card reading with channeled messages from Sekhmet, the warrior Kemetic goddess Sekhmet, and what messages she has to give to you. This is a pick a card, so I'm going to show you the decks. We have deck number 1 for you to choose from. Take a good look at them, and the timestamps will be below. Deck number 2. Deck number 3. All right, so let's do this one more time for y'all. Deck number 1. Take a good look. Vibe it out. Deck number 2. And deck number 3. All the timestamps are below in the pinned comment as well as on the about of this description. Let's get right into it. So, deck number 1. Hello, peace, love, abundance, blessings to you. Let's see what messages Sekhmet has to give you at this time. Okay, we have the Devil card. There's somebody or something that needs to be released. A need for major changes and releases. And you already know what this is. We have the Two of Swords. You're carrying too much weight. You're carrying too many opinions in your hand. You're carrying the perspective of others without caring for yourself. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, juggling way too much, juggling more than you think you need to do. I'm getting the sense that when it comes to matters of relationships and love, there's a bit of scarcity mindset here. Sekhmet is saying, why are you choosing people, places, and things that are disempowering you? If you've already left the situation, then this is a confirmation that you made the right choice. But I'm really getting the sense that there is somebody that is having a negative influence on your life. Somebody who is trying to possess you, take ownership of you, try to diminish you. It feels like it's somebody who is centralized on having your best judgment in mind. I'm getting the sense for some of you, this is a friend. For some of you, this is a lover. So some of you, it feels like somebody who pretends to be a mentor or acts like they are in a higher position of you. And this person might be a few years older, not really a significant age difference, but I'm getting the sense that they like to use the age difference or this thing about, oh, I have more experience or I know more from life. I know more from the streets. I know more and I can guide you. But the reality is that you don't need their advice. You don't need their help. And quite frankly, you don't need them. And you don't need to feel held on by somebody. I'm really getting the sense that this person is putting a cap over your head. Your crown chakra is being blocked around this person. So I recommend you having some clear quartz around you and honestly meditating with this and trying to place this either on your third eye or your crown, and setting the intention that you have clarity in situations when it comes to relationships. This person, I'm hearing head wash, because this person is trying to really get into your head, trying to give you low self-esteem, make you feel bad about yourself. Oh no. This is not good. And it's a distraction. It's a huge distraction from your work. I'm getting the sense that whatever you're doing work-wise, you have a love for your career, or you know that there's something career-wise that you need to be doing. I'm getting the sense that for you, your goals are your life, and they've always been that. And I feel like this person has delayed you a bit when it comes to your accomplishments, to your dreams. And this is not about me calling you out. This is not about anything like that, but this is about you remembering when you are on your own. We have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is about speed, velocity, the accomplishment of your goals. When you let this weight go, and by this weight, I mean this relationship, then you're going to have a lot more freedom. But until then, you're having a major blockage with this person. This person is creating major delays in your life, draining your energy. Oh no, you need to call your energy back. You need to revoke this person, whether that be through prayers or through intentions, saying, I revoke all intentions that this person has over my life, my wellness, my being, my self-esteem, my self-perception. This person is fogging your vision. And Sekhmet's not cool with that. But your guides in general are not cool with that. This person is definitely somebody who is supposed to teach you how to trust yourself, how to trust your own judgment. And I think that the more and more you remove yourself from the situation, you're going to start feeling like your old self again. And you're going to start, honestly, honoring yourself a lot more. I'm hearing loving yourself more and realizing that you have been sleeping on yourself for quite some time now. I'm hearing a couple of years, like you have been grossly underestimating yourself. But when you get out of this, you're going to feel a charge, a resurgence of power. We have the Seven of Pentacles. You have done a lot when it comes to your career, but also when it comes to your life, your physical circumstances. The Pentacles deals with wealth, money, career. And you might feel like you're not in your desired state yet. So sometimes you're like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not here yet? And I'm hearing, in a lot of ways, this deals with the company you let in. This deals with your self-worth. This deals with your value system. For some of you, although this is a channeled reading with Sekhmet, I'm getting the sense that there are guides that deal with finances. I'm hearing Lakshmi, and I'm hearing listen to Lakshmi mantras, Lakshmi meditations. There's a bunch on YouTube, because you need to have a lot more peace when it comes to your current circumstances. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. This person who's trying to keep you stuck does not want to let you go. They want you. And people who love in a selfish way will do whatever they can to keep you stuck. This person is loving you in a selfish, nasty way. The love might be real. The care might be real. But people who are hurt will only love you in a way that is damaging to you. One last card. What else does Sekhmet have to tell you? What else do we have to see for you? King of Pentacles. And I'm honestly going to look at the top of the deck. Two of Wands. You're supposed to be moving. You're supposed to be having a switch up. You're going to leave this person behind. And I'm also getting the sense that your relationship to the physical world is going to change. Whether that be a change in home, a change in environment, a movement. If you're living with this person, you will be leaving that situation within 3 months. I'm also hearing for some of you, if this isn't about you living with this person, I'm just getting the sense with the King of Pentacles that somebody is going to come into your life that actually matches your value system and your self-worth, meaning somebody who's going to give you the real rundown as to your worth, the real rundown as to your value. And there might be a love that might come for some of you where you might not feel ready for it. Somebody who's actually giving you real words of affirmation, real compliments, real care. But because of past relationships you have been in, you're going to think that this person has a fake agenda. And I'm getting the sense that this person is going to want to open you up when it comes to trust. This person might be a Taurus or a Scorpio. For some of you, if that applies, rising sun or moon. And this person is going to show you through actions as well that they're here to stay. And this isn't a hoax. This isn't like the last person. This isn't like who we just talked about. This is somebody who's actually showing you kindness, not to just show you kindness, but because this person actually wants you to be happy, actually wants you to be well. There are people who will love you without any agendas. The only agenda is that you're happy and you're well, like, believe it or not, okay? So let any anxiety go. Don't feel like your past relationships are going to repeat themselves with new people in your life. You are deserving of far, far more. And I hope that this reading resonated and supported you. If you want a private reading, how to do so is on the about below. You can check out my website. You can also DM me on Instagram. And if you like the deck I use, or if you want to get that Sekhmet statue, you can go on the about below, and I have an Amazon shopping list that shows you where to get everything. If you do buy from me, I do get a small commission, all right? Thank you for tuning in. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. Group 2, this is your message with Sekhmet. and I am happy to deliver this. I am happy to be the medium for you. May you be beautiful, abundant, and great. Let's see what we have. The first card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. This is dealing with a lot of goals you have been doing in the dark. These are goals that you're having on the low. You are focused, but what are you focused on? Projects, creative projects. For some of you, I'm hearing the word unveiling. You're unveiling something, whether that be anything dealing with investments or anything dealing with a business. Like, you're really putting yourself out there. I'm getting the sense that you're doing this solo dolo. For those of you who aren't in business but you have a career, you're moving up. You're moving up in the ranks as a leader. And I'm getting the sense that you're understanding that friends are friends and work is work, and there has to be a healthy separation. We also have the Knight of Chalices. I'm doing this for family, is what I'm hearing. I'm doing this for me. You're working hard, not for anything that is materialistic, but understanding the materials are just resources to get you toward what you want. I'm getting the sense of taking care of family, but also taking care of yourself. And in a lot of ways, you're fighting for your inner child, or you're doing this work for your inner child, so that all the things that you wanted when you were younger, now you're able to accomplish them. Now you're able to fulfill them. I am really getting the sense that you're in the right track. The Siren agrees. You're in the right path. Even the next card that we have Temperance. Temperance is good. It's just kind of saying like, hey, you're doing the right thing. Don't burn yourself out. Like, know how to balance this. Know when to take breaks. Know how to take care of yourself. And know how to thank yourself. You need to really be thanking yourself more. Ancestral support from the mother side and the father side, but I'm getting, okay, from both sides, but I'm hearing maternal line. So it could be that the women in your bloodline are ancestors. So anybody who has crossed over, whether it be a great grandmother, a grandmother, aunts, like, I'm getting the sense that you're getting support. I know I'm smelling cinnamon, but I'm smelling cinnamon as I'm saying this. And I'm really getting the sense of divine support. I'm also hearing, if you have ancestral altars or you do any work like that, they really like coffee. And they're doing work for you. You can also leave dollar bills on the altar. And it's just about amplifying your abundance, amplifying your wealth. Let me see what else is coming out. The Five of Wands. Some conflicts because some people don't understand you. We have the Five of Wands here, and I'm getting the sense that you do challenge people in this life. And there are people who want you to commit when it comes to relationships, but they're not really giving you what you need. And you do not care. You've already been there, done that. You're just like, I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste on superfluous relationships, unnecessary friendships. I'm not a vent box. You have really good boundaries that you've established, and you're honestly in the right path. You're in the right track. It just feels like there are people around you, and this could also be family or somebody from love in the past, very, very much in the past, where it feels like, why don't you settle? Why don't you compromise? Why don't you slow down? And, you know, the universe and Sekhmet are like, why don't you catch up to the other party? This person needed to catch up. We have the Knight of Swords here, and this is somebody who, in the past, tried to validate a place in your life. This could be love, but I'm also hearing this with family. Like, it's almost like they wanted you to settle. They wanted you to be like them. They wanted you to think like them. They wanted you to have low stakes. Because you're somebody who's so focused in on what you desire that nothing is going to stop you. The only thing that can stop you at this point is yourself. If you ever feel like giving up, but you're not going to give up. You should, though, I'm hearing, do something that is restorative to your physical vessel, because you're putting yourself under a lot of stress, which isn't always bad. You know, stress can be healthy, but try doing something like getting acupuncture, getting a massage, going to a sauna, a steam room. For some of you, I'm hearing maybe doing yoga or like a physical exercise just to get you to be like, okay, my goals are coming, everything is coming, because something that Sekhmet is saying is that you got to know that even though you're putting in all the efforts, the universe is also doing things on the side, or doing things on its own, in its own end, on its own accord, to support you. So if the timing doesn't feel right, it's because divine timing is aligning to your desires, to your wishes, to your goals. And also the universe is watching you put in the work. You have ancestors that are rooting for you. I'm really hearing like whistles. I'm hearing like a cheering. So you might be a black sheep, because those of us who are ancestrally anointed, or those of us who have a strong affinity or support with our ancestors, so a connection with our ancestors, we end up being the black sheep because we're here to create a lot of generational shifts. I'm also getting the sense that you grew up watching things in your family you didn't appreciate or like. Perhaps you saw parents argue, or perhaps there were talks about money in the past, and you were like, you know what, I don't like this. I like having my independence, and I'm also doing this to change the script, to change my narrative, to change my possibilities. You're very much going to get there. And if you're single, I'm hearing that when it comes to love, the right person is going to be caught up to your speed, caught up to your velocity, to your drive. And both of you are talking goals, both of you are talking business, both of you are talking about making power moves. You're not somebody who's caught up in the culture right now that we're in, where it's all about speed dating and partying and all that. Like, you're focused. You don't even care about this whole materialism stuff. You want nice, lavish things. You're getting like nice, lavish things. But it's not about flexing. It's about the energy and the frequency of it. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. I didn't even look at this card yet, but this goes back into that when it comes to love. For some of you, I'm getting the sense that you're going to be with somebody who thinks as big as you, who likes to travel. This person could be a Sag, because I'm a Jupiter ruled, so it could be Sag. I don't really get the sense of Pisces. I'm really getting the sense of Sag here, like somebody who is very, very ready to move forward. Somebody here in particular is going to be traveling. Well, the majority of you, if you're living somewhere that has like all the seasons and like really cold winters, you're going to be relocating in the next 2 years. 2 to 3 years. Somewhere that's warmer, somewhere that's more hotter, somewhere that's sunnier. For some of you, it might be Dubai. I don't know why I'm hearing that. For some of you, it's going to be like a very coastal place. I'm getting the sense that you prefer to be in the sunlight. I'm getting the sense that you want real estate, you want properties, you want a lot. And with Sekhmet here, and also your other guides, your ancestral team, the universe, you're going to get it. All right, last cards that we need to take out for this group. We got the 10 of Pentacles. I said you're going to get it. You're going to get it. 10 of Pentacles. It is beautiful. Some of you are learning a skill while you're working a lot. A skill that is also going to make you money. So if some of you are studying something right now, it's going to be profitable. This could be real estate, trading, merchandise, selling something in particular. It's varying depending on the group. For some of you, I'm hearing you have a regular job and a side hustle. And the side hustle might be something that people don't think makes a lot of money, but makes a lot of money. The last card that we have is the Knave of Wands. The Knave of Wands is about writing your script out. You have your script written and you're fulfilling it. You're doing good. It just feels like the path is very independent. The path is very solo dolo. And this is really an affirmation that you're on the right path. And not to let anybody get the best of you. Why am I hearing dragon's blood? Dragon's blood is a resin. Dragon's blood is a banisher. Why am I hearing dragon's blood? Let me take out one card. What is dragon's blood coming out for? The 9 of Swords. Dragon's blood is about banishment and protection. So if you feel like you're just receiving a lot of energetic judgment, and that's something you could feel sometimes, like it slows you down or it makes you kind of second guess yourself, get yourself some dragon's blood and burn that, all right? You can get dragon's blood resin, that is the best form, in a cauldron, and burn some and cleanse yourself with it. And this is all about banishing. Cleanse your homes, open your windows, open your doors when you do it. It's all about banishing what is no longer needed, what is no longer necessary. Lastly, if you feel like anybody's trying to have a pull on you energetically, you can light a red candle to Sekhmet, to your guides, to your ancestors, to your spiritual court, asking that all cords with anybody who doesn't need to be there be severed and removed for good. Yeah, you got a lot of judgment for being focused. Maybe they should be focused too. All right. Thank you, group 2, for tuning in. That was your reading. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like the decks that I used, or if you love the Sekhmet statue, I do have an about section that has an Amazon link where you can get all these supplies and tools. If you do buy from the list that I have, I do get a small percent of commission, would be appreciated. And lastly, if you want a private session with me, you can find out how to do so on my website, which is linked down below, theastropapi.com. And also, I'm on social media. Follow me. Let's be cute together. I want to see your life journey, and I want you to see mine. All right. Thank you, group 2. Group 3, hello, beautiful, peace, love, abundance, blessings. Thank you for watching. Let's see what Sekhmet and the universe and your guides have to tell you today. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got, Spirit? The first card that we have is the Moon. Okay, so there's a lot that is weighing in your mind, in your heart. I'm getting the sense of purging, releasing on the emotional level. You're learning that you don't have to be everybody's savior. We have the 9 of Wands. Under the 9 of Wands, it says, Lord of great strength. You are somebody where, I'm getting the sense that you're very loyal in your relationships. You may have seen a family member, one particular one. For some of you, it might be both, but for a lot of you, I'm hearing a particular one. It varies. So some of you, it's mom, some of you, it's dad. And some of you, it's grandmother. I'm getting the sense of like, you have seen them go through a lot, especially as a kid. You didn't care, you never judged, and perhaps this person wasn't always the most supportive caretaker, but you're still very loyal, you're still very caring. And I'm getting the sense that if some days you feel like you love them, if other days you feel like you're struggling to forgive, that's okay. The moon fluctuates, and it's okay to feel love and also feel resentment at the same time. Forgiveness is a journey, okay? But overall, I'm hearing, it's one thing to do that for your parent. It's another thing to do that for everybody else. Don't do that just for anybody. And I think you're learning that. I think you're good because I'm seeing that you're somebody who takes care of a lot of people. You're somebody who gives advice to so many freaking people. Perhaps in the past, you even lived with somebody, a roommate, who you were like their caretaker, their go-to person. And I'm getting the sense that people don't always give that back to you. And for some of you, I'm hearing that there was somebody who was like, well, you never open up. You never show us your vulnerable side. Spirit and Sekhmet are like, and your guides are like, yeah, but also they can read between the lines. You don't always have to communicate everything. There are people who are going to understand you, know you, and love you. And they have an intuitive sense to know that you need to be taken care for. Just because you don't communicate it doesn't mean that they're not going to show up for you. Thinking that you always have to state everything out and that somebody then has to be like, okay, that's how I'm going to do it, that's how I'm going to support you, is kind of lazy. I'm getting the sense that these people, I don't know, it's like I'm getting the sense that they rely on you a lot, and sometimes you have been in relationships without you trying, where you become the parent, you become the caretaker, you become the therapist, you become the leader and the guide. And quite honestly, some of these people get resentful when you start backing away and moving away. They start getting entitled. No. But I am hearing for some of you, you are healers. You are supposed to be healers, whether that be through an energetic healing modality such as Reiki. For others of you, you are meant to be counselors, therapists, guides, readers. You're supposed to be applying the work that you've been doing for free through a medium, a modality that is constructive, that is timed, meaning that your time is important. So make sure that it has a time, and make sure that when it's done, it is done. People can't be just always coming to you to dump, 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 dump. You don't got all that time in the world. Justice. You've been realizing this and you have been cutting people off. For some of you, I'm getting the sense that you might not feel like you know who you trust right now, or you're pulling back your energy to see who checks up on you, who takes care of you, and who loves you, who really honors you and who sees you, and who's about their words. You're over pretty words. You're over nice words. You're really over it. We have the Ten of Pentacles next. I think that having good boundaries is actually going to get you toward what you need. The Ten of Pentacles is defined in this deck as the Lord of Wealth. So when you have justice in your relationships, when you have better boundaries, when you just realize that these people are not going to give you what you deserve and you're okay with moving away, then the universe is going to start giving you blessings that deal with both love and finances. I'm hearing the sense of security. I'm getting the sense for some of you, you might be Tauruses, or you're going to meet somebody. Wait, hold up. I'm also hearing Jupiter and Taurus. I was going to say you're going to meet somebody who's a Taurus, but I'm hearing that transit of Jupiter and Taurus. So that's happening late May of 2023 to all the way of late May of 2024. If you're watching this within that time, within that year time frame, because it is like a whole year, you're going to have some type of long-term everlasting security when it comes to your finances and your material realm. I'm also getting the sense of a peace at home, a home that is a sanctuary. For some of you, this is not going to be a home where you're living at now. It might be a home in a different country. I'm seeing a lot of greens. I'm seeing a lot of vines. So whether that, I'm seeing it outside, honestly. It doesn't even feel like it's in your home. I'm being super specific here. I'm also getting the sense that your home is going to be a very strong love life for you. It's going to be a sanctuary. I'm hearing Pinterest. So look up like nice, beautiful homes around the world on Pinterest and see what you find. It's beautiful. It just feels like you're done with the drama. You're done with people taking advantage, being needy, and you're going to be laying low. Don't be resentful. Don't be like, oh no, I gave to all these people. What am I getting in return? The universe is watching everything and the universe has your back. Your guides are watching everything and they have your back. So the Sekhmet, all right? So just understand that everything always has checks and balances in the realm of the universe and the higher powers. So let things play out. Be patient. Sometimes you don't know how you're going to be blessed back in return for all the work you've done, but allow the universe to surprise you. For some of you, I'm hearing that in love, you're going to learn how to receive. You're going to learn how to be taken care of. And for some of you who are in love, I'm getting the sense that this is a healthy relationship. This is somebody who is very laid back. For those of you who are single, this applies too. Like, I'm hearing somebody who's laid back, just wants to travel and chill with you. Very simple. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. We have the Fool card. Starting new, starting afoot. Travel is going to be big for you, especially in the months of January, February, March. For some of you, I'm hearing backpacking, excuse me. It's a lot about trips, a lot about just doing things for you. And for others of you, I'm just getting the sense that you're doing more for yourself. You're giving yourself more dates. You're taking care of yourself more. You're investing in things that you like. You're going out less and staying in more, but you're using that time and energy wisely. Maybe even reading more books that deal with self-development, self-improvement. You're building sanctuary within yourself. For some of you, you're getting into herbalism because I'm seeing somebody drinking tea, but it's not like a regular tea. It's like homemade tea with different herbs. For others, I'm just hearing like perhaps there was a passion you used to have. I know I'm going all over the place here. There was a passion you had, whether it was in tarot or astrology. I'm really getting the sense that you're a healer here, and I've said that already. And it feels like you're going to find the right modality for you that allows you to organically express these things. All right. Others, I'm hearing writer, but it feels like it's about writing for self-development. Writing about your life story. Writing about self-care. Writing about healing the inner child. You're a nurturer and a healer, and you had the best intention when it came to healing relationships and healing friends, because you know what it's like to feel low. You know what it feels to not be cared for. You know what it feels to go through some really dark times. Even times where, for some of you, this is like financial hard times, but you're not there no more. You are far away from there. And I'm hearing that some people can become self-victimized. They like to blame the world for everything. They like to blame others for everything. And they might even be blaming you for stuff, even though you didn't do anything wrong, quite the contrary. So overall, we have the Devil card. This is a lot of old people, a lot of old friends from your past. Why am I seeing water just clearing everything out? Like, I'm getting the sense of, like I'm seeing these huge waves just washing away all these old relationships. For some of you, you literally need to go to the ocean, and you need to give some offerings to the ocean. These can be flowers. This can be some coconut rum. Ask the ocean, ask Mother Ocean to cleanse you of past energies, past alignments. Try to do it whether it's in the evening or in the morning, when there's not a lot of people around. And because I'm seeing the moon out, and the moon's only really out, you know, when it's like daylight but the moon is still out, that only really happens between the like early in the day and also in the evening, when like the sun and the moon are having like these little like pole dances. I'm really getting the sense that that's going to be a very powerful portal and opening for you. If you're not able to do that, try to get like a salt scrub. Like a salt scrub to scrub your skin, exfoliate your skin. Or get a Himalayan pink salt bar and cleanse yourself in the shower. And set the intention that you're clearing out these past energetic cords. Excuse the noise. You're clearing out these past timelines. Because honestly, these people are mad. These people are resentful. These people are upset that you moved on without them, but they didn't heal. How is a healed person going to be around people who did not heal? How is a healed person going to be around when that healed person gave you the tools on how to fix yourself, the knowledge, the wisdom on how to apply yourself, and you're not doing it? So, you know what? These people who are mad that you left, oh freaking well. Maybe they should have worked on their self-development a little bit. Whew. The last card that we have is the Knight of Swords, and it says Lord of the Wind and Breezes. Knight of Swords is about standing up for yourself and not feeling bad. I'm getting the sense that there might be somebody from the past who might come up and say, well, why did you leave me? Why are you gone? And this doesn't just feel like relationships. This feels like friends. Like, it feels like an overall, like, you've done circle cleanups, social circle cleanups. And I'm getting the sense that, you know, it's up to you if you want to respond back or not. But overall, you already know you made the right decision. You have moved forward. You're not naive. You're very assertive. You're very grounded now. And you have moved from being a wounded healer to being a whole, full, complete, and nourished healer. I know I said that was the last card, but Sekhmet is telling me to take out a couple more. You deserve a lot more for yourself. For some of you, you might be connected to Yemaya as well, who is the Orisha of the ocean. So that's why I saw that ocean ritual that they were recommending for you to do. Okay, the next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Princess of Cups. Yo, and we have the ocean all over again. On the bottom it says, Princess of the Palace and the Floods. The water is clearing out these old timelines, these old people, these old places, but you need to do some type of bath. But ideally, you want to go to the ocean. You want to go to the water. If you cannot do that, I'm hearing lake too for some of you, although that wouldn't be Yamaya. The lake would be the Orisha Oba, which you can look up, OBA. That's how you spell her name. But you need to, if you go there, try to leave like pink flowers. You don't have to put it in the water, but somewhere around there, asking her for protection. And I'm also hearing you can give rum, or you can even drop some honey by a tree near there. She will also cleanse you. But I'm just hearing you need a water cleanse. If not, do a spiritual bath. Do a spiritual bath ASAP. It doesn't matter what herbs as long as there's salt included. If you have been thinking about Yamaya, this is a confirmation, because for some of you, I'm hearing you've already seen her. You've already been drawn to her. You probably had a dream or vision with her already. For some of you, I don't know why she's making me emphasize, you already know me. What are you doing? You already know who I am. And you need to, prioritize yourself a lot more. Yo, I've been doing like channel readings for some of these guides, and then other guides come in. So some of you are real children of the divine, all right? The last card that we have is the King of Swords, Prince of the Chariot and the Winds. This is interesting because it's like you're moving forward now with a new value system in mind. And now that you value yourself, now that you know that you're not going to put up with anything, the Wheel of Fortune is moving faster and it's moving on your side. So congrats. You're going to go forward, and if it feels like your slate is clean when it comes to your social circle, I'm hearing good. Now we can move you. Now we have opportunities for you. And I'm getting the sense that everything is going to come to you. Why am I getting the sense of a flight? I'm hearing check out flight tickets for whatever travels you have been having in mind or you've been thinking about. Ask your guides to play around with the numbers, and they will play around with the numbers. That's a confirmation from the outside siren. So yeah, that was your reading, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, Group 3. Stay beautiful. I am glad you are honoring your worth and knowing what you don't have to be around no more. All right? Stay abundant and stay great. If you want a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. There is my website link, TheAstroPapi.com. And if you want to follow me on social media and see what I'm up to, and I can see what you're up to, then follow me on Instagram or any of my other social media links. They are down below. Lastly, if you like the decks I used, or if you like the the Sekhmet statue, because I'm going to do another Santa Muerte reading, then how to do so is on the about below. If you look at the Amazon checklist. All right. Thank you, Sekhmet. And thank you all for tuning in. I am grateful and happy to deliver these messages to you. Stay beautiful. All right.